The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Trucks over him. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from hard work. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Hurts throw pulled in by Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Steelers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. The throw taken in by Cole. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. One play action. Fields. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play action. It's Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one left side caught by Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here for Callaway. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down at 4. Back to throw. Fields got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Antonio Gibson, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen, and the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Fields on 1st down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Throwing again is Fields. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Hurts. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Fields looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Harris running straight ahead. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Gibson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19. Flat.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. working with a 2nd and 3.
Mikey, 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Fields. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Gibson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second down and goal. Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Harris. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And Gay knocks this one through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hurts throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Going for it all. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The slot man in motion right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. All eyes on Fields. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And they will take a knee here. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead